Let us talk about common startup stages, typical check sizes, and what investors expect at each level. Pre-seed stage. At this stage, you should have an idea, a prototype or MVP, first users or early feedback. Typical investors at this stage are angels, pre-seed funds, and accelerators. They look for founders with clarity, a real problem, and early signs that people are ready to buy the product. At the pre-seed stage, you should focus on showing that people actually want what you built. Seed stage. At this stage, startups have early revenue or traction. Investors include seed VCs, super angels, and strategic investors. They want clear growth numbers. They want to see that the model can repeat and scale. Series A. At Series A, companies need proven models and predictable growth. Investors here are major VC firms and growth funds. They will look for strong unit economics, a big market, a clear strategy to grow, and a team that can deliver results at scale. I believe most of you are at the pre-seed stage. Some of you may be just before that, with a strong team and a clear idea, or even without this. A few of you might be close to seed. Knowing your stage helps you answer three key questions. What do I need to prove? Who should I talk to? And how much should I raise? Now that you understand the main startup stages, let's talk about the different types of investors you may meet. There are several kinds. They differ in why they invest, how fast they decide, and what they bring beyond money. Angel investors. These are often successful founders, executives, or high net worth individuals. They offer money, advice, early credibility, and a network. Typical checks are up to 100,000. They decide quickly, often based on intuition. They want a return and they enjoy helping founders get started. Just so you know, I started in venture as an angel investor myself. Later, I founded a venture capital firm. Next, accelerators and startup programs. They often offer a mix of education, mentorship, network, and small initial investment. The goal is to help you build your product, get first users, and prepare for follow-on funding. Some accelerators are equity-based, others are grant-based or free. AltaLab falls into this category. We are both a program and a pre-seed investor. We provide structure, mentors, partners, and investment at the right stage. Next, micro VCs and pre-seed funds. These are small professional funds. Their checks usually range from 50,000 to 500,000. They provide structure, connections, and guidance. They make decisions faster than large venture companies, but they still follow a clear process. They look for strong teams, large markets, and early traction. Next, traditional VCs. They are larger professional companies. They bring significant capital, usually 1 million and up. They also bring board experience and a broad network. Their decision process is slower and involves many meetings. They want proven traction, scalable business, and big markets. At Altair Capital, we work with founders at the early stage. For us, it includes pre-seed, seed, and early A stages. We concentrate on this because it gives us possibility to bring more value, building your strategy and your growth from 0 to 1. Next, let's speak about strategic investors. These are corporate VC arms or industry players. They invest for both strategic value and financial returns. They can bring industry insights, distribution, and partnership opportunities. Their decisions can take longer because they must align with corporate strategy. Before you say yes to any investor, ask, will they be helpful or will they be a headache? Here is how to figure who is a strong match. Start with industry expertise. Think about whether the investor understands your space. Do they know your users and your market? Do they know the risks you face. The right investor has experience in similar sectors and can give advice that matters. Next comes stage alignment. Make sure the investor is comfortable with your current stage. They should invest at your round size. Their fund needs to be able to invest now and potentially support you in future rounds. If they cannot invest now, they may not be the right fit, at least for now. Then consider the value they add beyond money. Some investors only give you a check. The better ones help you hiring, sales, and partnership. They can introduce you to the right people and bring experience from similar companies. Cultural fit and references also matter. Ask yourself, do we share values? Do we work the same way? Talk to founders they already invested in. Learn what their relationships really feels like over time. Finally, support when things get hard. The best investors don't disappear when there is a problem. They give feedback, they calm, and help you find a path forward. They are the kind of partners you would choose again. Remember, choosing the right investor is like choosing a teammate. You are going on a long ride. Make sure there's someone you actually want by your side. Finding the right investors is not about getting a yes from anyone. It is about finding people who understand your space, believe in your team, and want to help you grow. Here is simple research workflow. Step 1. Find similar companies. Use Crunchbase or PitchBook to find startups like yours in stage and market. Step 2. See who invested. Look at their pre-seed and seed rounds, not which investors led and which followed. Step 3. Check current activity. Check their recent portfolio. Do they still invest in similar deals? Step 4. Build your target list. Create a list of 15-20 investors who are the best fit. After you finish this research, use AI as a helper. You can compare your project with competitors. You can spot your advantages and risks. You can also polish your messages based on the best practices. Once you have a list of investors, the next step is connection. Warm introductions work much better than cold emails. They typically get responses 40 to 60% of the time. Cold emails get about 1 to 5%. Warm intros give you credibility. They also show that you understand how startup networking works. So use warm intros whenever you can. But do not panic if you cannot get one every time. Some investors are open to cold outreach if your pitch is clear and relevant. Still, aim for warm intros first. You can find them through first-degree connections. These are your ex-colleagues, classmates, mentors, fellow founders, advisors. Second-degree connections. Founders in investor portfolios. Industry leaders, speakers, limited partners at funds. One of the best tools for this is LinkedIn. Use it to map your network. Look for mutual contacts and pick the best persons to make introduction. So you have done your research and you know who might be a good fit. Now it is time to build trust. That starts long before your fundraising round begins. The best time is 6 to 12 months before you want to raise. Here is a simple timeline you can follow. First, 6 months before raising. Follow target investors and share useful content with them. Attend events where they speak and engage with their posts. Then, 3 months before raising. Send progress updates. Ask them for advice and build genuine professional relationships. When it is time to raise, they already know who you are. They understand your market and solution. They are much more likely to support you. Remember, long-term cooperation builds trust, and trust creates more growth opportunities for you. The idea of building relationships earlier is something we truly believe in at AltaLab. Long-term cooperations builds trust, and trust creates growth opportunities. Now that you understand the investor landscape and how to find the right people, let us talk about how to pitch them. You have done a lot of preparation already. Today, we link all the work you have done during the previous lessons into a clear pitch structure.